this is the reason why a lot of people, well, a lot of pubs are closing. You see, this beer here for £6 for $10, that's less than £10. And then you have, condoms. Well, that's not why pubs are closing. And apparently, about 29 pubs close about 29 pubs close every week in the UK. And since records started, about over 5,000 pubs have closed. And people are wondering why? Because of this competition. All right, let me show you something else. All right, you have Pilsen here. This is like a pack of 6, like $10. So people apparently have decided, instead of going out, they'll just buy this, and then you can even buy one. Let me see the other one, some German beers. Yeah. Oh, I can't take it out, but Bavaria German beer. And what you see now is that people will just buy a pack of these and sit at home, watch the game, and that's it. And then if they want to make it even fun, they'll go to the other side. Let me go to the other side. Doritos. Let me show you something else that people do. Basically, people are going to supermarkets, doing a massive shopping, buying things, and just so you have this. Just see that. So this is what people are doing now, because it's okay. Stop dropping things. Okay. So this is what people are doing now. They're coming to supermarkets and just buying cheaper beers. Like you have these as well, special model, a beer, and what's it called? It's about £10. Oh, it's about $10, £10 anyway. So the whole point is, people just stop going to pubs, and most of the people complain that, first of all, pub. When you go to, the variety of beer you have, let me see if I can even find Guinness here. So, these are a lot of snacks that are more affordable that people now buy, and then they just invite their friends around, or they just buy themselves, watching Netflix and just having a lot of fun. So people stop going out because it is expensive. Let me go and see if I can find Guinness, because okay, you've got your classic drinks like Johnny Walker. If you had to go to a pub to get any or a bar to get any of these, a glass will cost you a fortune. But anyway, so that's what people are doing. People basically, if people are losing their jobs, I think it just makes sense that they would want to go cheap. You can even get your what's this? It just says it's alcohol 30%, but anyway, it's the same thing. But Guinness I can't find. This is liquor, hard liquor, Smirnoff. You have Smirnoff. That's another one. And this one is about $16, and then the bigger one is like this is vodka, family vodka. All right. No Guinness here. A lot of wines, but no Guinness. Oh, maybe I should be looking into the beer section. You also have Cuba Libre, which is like rum with Coca-Cola. So basically they're giving you cocktails, and how much is this? This one is like, this one is like $2, like, I don't know, £2 or a bit less, but anyway. And this one is Adam and Eve. red fruit. So, and people are saying another thing that's happened is that when a lot of the big businesses came and they started to take over the small pubs, what they decided to do was just to make it easier, they started to all offer the same thing. And if you go to have a meal in a pub, it just became so expensive that a lot of people just thought, what's the point of going there? They're not offering you anything special, and also it's just expensive. So you can't blame people for being poor and just trying to survive. You have German beers, but I can't find Guinness, which is something which is exactly what I want. All right, let's see. No Guinness, Pilsen, Imperial. That's the Costa Rican version of whatever it is. Oh, you even have Baileys. I like Baileys. Nice and creamy. The problem with Baileys is that you drink it. Okay, this is Irish cream. All right, it says all right. So the problem with it is that you put it on ice. It just tastes delicious, and before you know it, the bottle is empty, and it's like 17% alcohol. But it's probably still cheaper than the one you get. Let's see. What's this? Rum. Made in local Costa Rica. So, I think this boils down to the same thing, that yes, pubs are closing. They're not providing you any additional value. And another thing is that in the good old days, someone also said why they're closing, it's a generational thing. In the good old days, when people get married, you can get married, well, you get married at a church, and then for the wedding, you go to the pub with your friends. It's just cheaper. And then some people have said another thing pubs could do is have live music. So make it a bit more something more than your generic pub experience. And then another thing people say is that you go to you go for funerals. So that is something people actually do. So you go to the funeral of someone at a church or wherever it's cemetery, and then you come out, you go to the pub. What else do people do? Funerals, birthdays. You stress at work, so you go with your colleagues to get drunk so that you relieve your stress. I wonder what this is. Menudo. This is a Costa Rican, what's it called? Tuanis, like pura vida, but apparently tuanis is something that the young people would use a bit more. So now you know a bit of a cultural learning there. Anyway, back to pubs. So weddings, you can have your wedding there. It was affordable, a group of people. Funerals, you could also have after work, you get drunk. Well, basically, the pub was part of the life of the community, your local community. Then it got very expensive. And then the meals, someone said, we went for a meal there at one of the pubs, and it wasn't great. And after that, we just decided, I'll just go and buy my own drink at the supermarket, then go to the local fish and chips, buy your fish and chips, go home and eat. It's cheaper and you get better experience. So you see that? So when you think about all that, it makes you realize that it's not because people don't want to go out, but then if it's too expensive and the experience isn't something better than you can create at home, so what's the point? That is not a rhetorical question. This one says it protects you from voltage spike from what's it called, Thunderstrike and things like that. I purchased one a while back. It didn't make any difference. We still lost the modem. So I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it, but I'm just saying. All right. So back to pubs. And that is why a lot of people now struggle because, well, people are losing their jobs, pubs are expensive, pubs are closing, and someone said it's another thing is a generational thing, a generational shift, where a lot of younger people no longer just bother going to pubs because, well, they rather just interact online with their friends on social media. So the idea, older people still want the experience face to face, but younger people apparently are not doing the same. This one looks like it would probably requires a lot of battery. Let's see. Oh, it's got. Oh, you can charge it. All right, that's cool. Drop that. Let's fix it. All right. Anyway, the point is, a new generation comes in. They didn't grow up with the idea of always constantly going to the pub being an important part of their life. So most of them just don't care. So it means the more pubs you have in the vicinity, the more likely one or two of those will go bankrupt because, well, people are not going in, and the people who grew up going to pubs, they're much older now and they're dying off. So it's just, I think, a generational thing. Someone's calling me. I don't know anybody. This is the second time I'm losing money in this Walmart. The other one went on one of the shelves. I couldn't get it. But anyway, so a generational thing. And because of that, people are basically struggling. The new generation doesn't care too much for pubs. So thousands of pubs losing customers and closing. It's a sad thing, really, but it's just the reality. You can't really do anything about it.